Hey guys, this is GamerCat playing Mario Golf Toadstool for the absolute final time. We are going to see this whole thing come to a close in a pretty elaborate style. For last time we had custom clubs, this time we're going to have custom characters. Well, and custom clubs, but yeah. You can easily see why I say these characters are completely broken, because, you know, you've got it right here. We've got a perfectly straight shot with 289 yards as the drive, absolute perfect control. This is 6 bars higher than Cooper, and we're hitting as high as Bowser in drive distance here, with a perfectly straight shot, perfect strong spin, incredibly broken. And, well, that's kind of what we're going to put on its head here. My character has, right here, you know, this is perfect control and such as well, even further. It hits 1 yard further than PT. 3 bars below average in height, because at the time I was thinking really high, really long distance shots gonna hit very high, so rather than PT's sky high thing, we hit very low. And that's gonna make things rather interesting, because what we are going to have here is we're going to be using the risky clubs. Now, the risky clubs, as you can see, they give incredibly strong distance increases, 40% extra distance. The power clubs give you 10%, the super power 20%. These give 40% extra distance, but they reduce your impact and control. They reduce your impact right down to 0. They lower your control by 2 bars, but it actually impacts on you a lot more than a 2-bar decrease in control. Seriously, this is a lot worse than going from Cooper to Luigi, or even going from, Daisy down to Bowser. It's a huge difference this makes. I'm not going to use those for the wedges. I'm actually going to keep the wedges as a basic club, because I don't really need anything else on the wedges, because I actually want some sort of approaching ability in all of this. As nice as it is to have like a full-on risky thing, I want to have some sort of ability to keep stable, you know, approaches and such here. So yeah, 421 yard straight shot. We are going to do a stroke play rather than the tournament. I'm going to do this all in one go because, yeah, but I'm going to play the cheap falls with normal greens, yeah, back tees, all 18, with these risky clubs, and it's going to be pretty freaking hilarious, to be honest, but yeah. So these clubs, you can see I have no impact and control here whatsoever, and my shot, look, even with 5 bars below average in height, look how high this is going. Absolutely retarded, so even the very slightest of winds you've got to massively adjust for. But if you get these shots right, as you can see, I can hit this 400 yard green in one shot. So that is what you're aiming for. However, I have not hit this first one right, so look how far across this goes. I was aiming right at the middle of the green, and where it's going to go, it's not even going to reach the green, but where it's going to go, it's going to land on the fairway, and it's going to be roughly, I would say, 15 yards away from its target maybe, but the actual like power loss was the ridiculous thing there. So yeah, you can see these clubs are very, very dangerous, as their names would imply. So you've got to be extremely careful if you want to get anywhere with them. Basically hit perfect or don't hit at all. However, if you do hit perfect, the distance you get from them, pretty freaking crazy. So that's what we've got to deal with. I don't know what this round is going to end up like. You can get some obviously very, very crazy scores when you use these clubs, and oh my god, that wind is scary as hell. I'm going to aim right over here, and I'm going to hope that that wind won't carry me straight over the other side, because you know there's water all around this bit, which is a pretty scary prospect. But I have hit the shot perfectly, so who knows? Come on, wind, push it across, push it across. And that will probably land on the green, so that's good. Yep, oh, kicked off the hill though. Could have done with some backspin. But yeah, obviously on the green in a single shot, and the putt is not that terrible, although it's easy to mess up. But it's still not that terrible. So yeah, we get an eagle on that hole. And this is Neil's eagle animation. There you go. That's pretty much it. All of my other characters are very similar caliber to this, by the way, so yeah. Now I am using an 8 iron to get this 220 yard green. Basically, this is kind of ridiculous, but that is what risky clubs are all about, is ridiculousness. So yeah, get the control perfect, the power is a little bit high, but look at the height of that shot, that is crazy! It must be dropping about 100 yard now, seriously. And wow, that actually turned out to be amazing. Holy crap, if I'd have super backspun that would have not gone in, but it would have been fairly close. It's a pretty amazing shot, to be honest. To get a birdie on a par 3 without the chip in with these clubs is pretty damn impressive. Now this hole still kind of eludes everything, but we have a humongous drag. We can actually hit roughly here, which is pretty fucking awesome, and that is a 463 yard shot. Totally ridiculous. Except I've messed up the controls, so this is likely to land in the rough. Well, I mean, the wind is kind of in the wrong direction for it as well, but I had managed to at least hit the shot. Yeah, landed in the rough. Semi's not complete rough, but you know, it did land in the rough, so I was right. Now this I'm actually going to hit here because of how high this shot's going to go. I'm expecting the wind to take this so badly. And I've messed up the control, it's messed up against the wind. Doesn't exactly matter that much anymore. Really should have backspun that, but it's okay. Just means we've got a ridiculous putt to try and make instead. Oh, wow. Well, it's not completely ridiculous, it's definitely doable, it's just a little bit rough around the edges, you know? Let's hit that and hope that it works, hope that I didn't hit it too hard. No, I did not hit it too hard. I got it in absolutely perfectly. That was awesome. So yeah, get ourselves an eagle on the hole. Well, it's not that much of a surprise when you hit it easily in 2 shots, but it was a difficult putt, so yeah. 429 yard, I can make that in 1 shot quite easily because of these clubs, so let's hit here and hope not to hit the water. You know, you can see, of course you can get absolutely stupid scores when you play with these clubs, but at the same time, oh shit. Don't hit the water! Oh no, that's straight in the water, there's no doubt that camera angle is plugging it straight in the water. Absolutely no doubt. Yeah, kicked off the side and yeah, into the water, there is no saving that one. So now I've got to make this approach, and if I get this, well, it's still going to be for par, so that's fine. Or I could just chip it in and get a birdie off it, sure, why not? Oh, how I have missed using these characters with the perfect control and everything. Fantastic. But yeah, I've been getting so much better at chip-ins lately, it's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, this hole is only 340 yards, so you know, we're gonna have to use a 4-wood to reach this one. That's it. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. Oh, the control though, the control is in the wrong freaking direction. It's not gonna matter that much, but it's gonna mean I'm not gonna hit the green, I don't think. Unless this is going ridiculously too far, but no, it's nowhere near the green. And yeah, that means another chip, but this is still only 27 yards away, and we're looking at a birdie if this goes on in regulation, which is what it does, of course. It's going to be a very straightforward birdie putt, so nobody cares. Yeah, that's what risky clubs will do. You know, that you could see I missed the control by the 1 bar and it cost it completely, but at the same time, it's not that bad. We are using a 9 iron and we're going too far here. If I go down the club, then I don't have anything because it's an 70 yard gap. Just kind of ridiculous, but you know. That's what happens when I use risky clubs on the one thing. Holy Jesus, wow. Yeah, see how far across that's going? It's actually not that far across because, you know, it's a 9 iron, which actually has some impact meter. I'm surprised at that. But even so, that was a terrible shot. Like, dude, there's no saving grace on that one. That was just all out terrible, and that was under hit. Still not very good at timing those, that's the annoying thing, but it actually would have been okay if I'd have just moved over more. Wasn't expecting to under-hit it like that, so oh well. Yeah, powers happen, obviously, and it's raining on this hole. You know, I should probably care about this, but because I can hit this one with a freaking 4 wood, it's not that much to care about. Well, I've hit the perfect control. The power is a little bit low, but it's a big tailwind. Well, big considering the distance that, so yeah, you can see that's already still going too far despite being underpowered. So for Eagle, it's a 45-foot putt. Good luck with that in the rain. Yeah, about that. Let's just aim roughly there and hit it with maybe 60 foot of power and see where that goes. Oh, not that far away. If I'd have actually hit it with the 60 foot of power, then maybe I'd have got that. Because I hit it with a couple units under, so, well, 1 unit maybe, I don't know. I hit it under, that's the thing, so never mind, 2-putt for birdie, you can't exactly argue with that. And with this par 5, we are going to completely murder the thing. I'm not going to go with that, because that wouldn't make it even if I got it perfect, so yeah, let's not bother doing that at all. Let's just hit over here. And whoops, we've completely missed the control up, so that's going to go absolutely nowhere. This is what happens when you don't get your impact right. It does that, pretty much, which is literally nothing. However, I can still make it somewhat far because of the sheer nature of these clubs. I can still make it pretty ridiculously far, so let's just go with that and mess up completely again, so, you know, it's still gonna go absolutely nowhere, but at least this time it's on fairway so I can approach the green. That would be kind of ridiculous if I still managed to make a freaking birdie out of this, but, you know, if I can make par, then I'll be happy enough. I don't know why it's not making me go for the green as the standard shot, actually, but, you know. I don't know, and this is heading straight into the water. There's... oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. It's not actually looking like it's aiming over there. No, it is. Straight in the water. The camera angle was a bit weird there, but there was no salvaging that, so... yeah, this is what happens sometimes when you're using the risky clubs. They just kind of backfire on you, and if you don't get it perfect, then this is genuinely what happens. It's why these clubs are called risky, you know? Nevertheless, that was a good shot, so it looks like we should only get a single bogey on this one, if I do get this in, which is going to happen, so it is only 1 under, which is 1 over, which is fine. Yeah, oh man, indeed. So, 8 under is not actually that great, because, well, I mean, you can do much better with these, but you've kind of seen the issues with the risky clubs, and why you would never use them in any sort of serious run. Damn it, I really did not want to miss that, but oh well. Gonna get it right this time, of course, because now it's like, yeah, salvage record level, I suppose. And we're probably going to just make a par on this one as well, because I'm not really thinking this is going to be able to go in. I mean, come on now. I've done some crazy shots before, but this is a little bit unreasonable to expect, so... backspin's probably excessive as well. I didn't really need to do that. No, I didn't need to do that at all. I should have just left that alone and it would have been much, much, much better, but oh well, live and learn. Still an easy enough par putt. Just. Careful now. He's pretty crazy overall, Neil, you know. Oh well, hole 11 is going to be the 8-iron, that's fine, that's what we're going to aim for, and I've missed the control in the wrong direction again, joys, but nevertheless I think it might work. because it's an 8-iron, and 8-iron tends to be fairly controlled anyway. So yeah, it does actually work, although it takes a horizontal bounce that's kind of dumb, but still, it worked. And looks like a thing might happen here known as let's get a birdie please, because I'd be happy with that. Yes it is. Simple enough. So, we are at 9 under with 11 holes played. Again, not that great, but at the same time, considering my screw-ups with the clubs, I mean, of course, they do make the impact is incredibly fast now, so it does make it very hard to time the shots, because if your impact is as bad as it gets, you've really got to be very, very, very careful when it comes to movement speed, and that is the difficult part. Because you can see that bar is moving as fast as it possibly can, and that really does hurt things very, very much. It's the main reason why these clubs are so hard to use. But still, when you get beautiful shots like that, it is very easy to get excellent scores, and we're going to get another eagle.
Nice eagle.
So yeah. Alright indeed. Hole 13, the par 5 with the donut things is a very awkward hole to try and do, I guess, because of that. Not sure exactly what I want to try and do here, because the wind is kind of there, but if I offset it in the wrong direction, I don't know. I've offset it again. Well, if I've offset it at all, it's going to be bad, but the fact that I've offset it this way means it's going to hit the tree. It's going to hit the tree. Yep, hit the tree into the heavy rough. But this is okay, this is a totally doable shot. Completely doable. Yep, completely doable. And that actually turns out to be a pretty close approach as well, so we are going to get an eagle off of that as well, despite going straight into the trees on the first shot. Wonderful.
Nice eagle.
So that takes us to 13 under on 13 holes, which is pretty damn good, I would have to say. Hole 14, again, going straight for the green. That friggin' tree's in the way, but it's not going to impact too much if I just hit this decently, which I don't. That's going to go straight into the tree now. Just watch, that tree is going to get smashed. Completely. Straight through the middle. Tree! Nope, actually missed the tree. It was so badly controlled, it actually went the other side of the tree. Wow, that was right on the eyes. Yikes. Yeah, it was so terribly controlled, it went the other side of the tree. Dear God. That's just one more definition of that's risky for you. You know, risky clubs, that's what they do. Hit this approach absolutely perfect for what I wanted, and it's just not quite aimed in the right direction. Oh well. It's still an easy birdie, 14 under on 14 holes, you can't really complain at that. And yeah, I've only hit one over at the moment, but that could change very, very soon. Don't worry about that. You know, that's something which I am still not resting on, because, you know, if you rest on stuff like that, then it's guaranteed to screw you up. And why didn't I super backspin this? Probably because I wasn't really thinking of that, but to be honest, considering it kicked off that hill, we can consider the super backspin unnecessary. Yeah, so many considers, so little time to consider them. So many birdies still to make, and that is another one to do. Yeah, another birdie to go. So, hole 16, it's raining, that doesn't matter, because we're still going for the green in one shot, that's just what we do with these clubs. And I've hit the perfect control, I've underhit the power by 1 unit. Look at the water there, that looks fantastic. And hopefully the wind is not going to screw this up too much. No, it doesn't. Oh, whoa there, Mr. Bull. You came rather dangerously close to a hole-in-one there. Oh, that would have been something special if that went in. Oh god. Yeah, look how close that came. That was... yeah, I could have done with inching it very slightly over, but oh well. This is for eagle, and I don't think I'm gonna get it just because it's raining. I'm kind of not sure, but we're gonna hit that. And it kicked off the hill? It seriously kicked off the hill there? Look at that, it just bounced straight up on that hill. It was kind of retarded, because now it's birdie, and it's, well, not difficult, it's just annoying, to be honest. I would have rather had the eagle out of that. It's what I get for hitting it too hard though, that's my own fault. Now, this hole is rather interesting because it is actually possible to go for this maybe in one shot if you're ridiculous. I don't think I have quite enough distance for that though. I know, it's like these clubs, not enough distance, what the hell is that all about? But yeah, you've really got to be careful of this though, this is out of bounds. So I don't know if I even want to take this shot on, to be completely honest, because this is kind of ridiculous. Then again, these clubs are kind of ridiculous, so I somehow managed to hit the tree there. But you know, I hit the tree so freaking hard, we are still going 270 yard. Wow. That tree, man, that tree got hit so hard. And we're only 190 yard away, so you know what, this is still doable. It takes a little bit of going, but this is totally doable. And that's a bit overhit actually, but I reckon that it's a bit overhit. But regardless of the overhitness, it still lands on the green. Awesome. Okay, so that was a hilariously good hole, I suppose. And this eagle, don't know if it's really going in. Oh, it is. Okay, that was a little bit tricky because it was going both left and right, but it sort of cancelled each other out just enough, and it ended up as an eagle. So how many is that now? That is 5 in this run, with 2 possibles that didn't happen, unfortunately. But yeah, 5 eagles so far. Can't argue with that. Last hole. Can I go for this in one shot? Of course I can go for this in one shot. Do I even need to ask that? No is the answer to that question, by the way, just in case you were wondering. I'm gonna hit the 1 wood because it's a little bit easier to get the power right on this one. And that is what I would rather have. Oh, don't land in the water, please. Don't land in the water. I've got to ask that because of how far over the control on these clubs do. And this is the absolute best control you can have with these clubs. Ooh, that's close. That's really close. Do not land in the water, please. Thank you. God, that was way too close. Nonetheless, we're going to hit this, it's going to be good, it's going to bounce and stick right close to the pin, so we are going to end on 19 under, which is very good. I only hit 1 bogey in that whole round. That's pretty impressive actually with these clubs. 1 bogey, 2 pars, and the rest were all under, so excellent. 10 putts though, that's kind of lame, but considering a lot of the putts were long distance and or rain putts, that's perfectly fine. And now when you do a thing with those characters you get experience. This character was already max level anyway, so it didn't matter, but yeah, if you do stuff with custom characters you get experience. So that is it. That is the final round of the Mario Golf Toadstool Tour Let's Play. So yeah, as I said before, it's been excellent fun doing this, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it, especially these last 2 videos, because, you know, showing off the custom stuff, the stuff that basically makes the game easier compared to what I had. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As for what I'm doing next, we'll just leave that as a surprise, because why the hell not? So, this has been GamerCow. We've been playing Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, of course, the final episode. I think it's something like just under or just over 50 parts of this now, but yeah, final thing. Join me next time for a new LP. See you guys later.